horses are the stars here. They're the ones that get everything done. And the horses know more than we do. They're much more in tune with nature than we are. When a severely challenged person comes into play, the horses just totally know it, and they act accordingly. Horses read better than people can. It's almost magical to watch them work.
You definitely don't get into this type of job for the money, because there's no money here, but it does connect me to a lot of people, and so I've made some really great friends, and I'm just very passionate about the kids. Neat little girl, just the neatest little girl. I mean, she was just crumpled up. I mean, she couldn't be more than 60 pounds soaking wet.
We rode in the arena on Apache there, and then we kicked him up into a trot and then to a little canter, and she was screaming at that point. She was so excited. She is a daredevil. She didn't care. I guess she figured, you know, what the heck? What's the worst that can happen? I end up in a wheelchair? Wait, I already am. There were times where I could tell she was maybe in a little bit of pain, but you know what? She just stuck through it. She became a really big part of my life. She became one that I always looked forward to riding with and knowing when she was coming.
We actually rode the State Fair parade in Albuquerque, and she got more applause than the rodeo queen, because people could see that she was disabled totally, and they got up out of the grandstands and were screaming and yelling, and it was like the neatest thing. Last year she had her prom,
and she'd been sitting in the corner watching all the kids dance and watch until I walked in that day, and her eyes just lit up, and we danced, and we had she was just so happy. It was a pretty fun deal. And I hadn't seen her probably a good month and a half or so. She hadn't been out to the ranch to ride. And when I called, I didn't get an answer from her mother, which I thought right away was actually kind of, there's something wrong there. Maybe not even a minute later, her mother called and said, I don't know how you guys knew, you're always connected, but she was passing away right as you were calling.
So that day I said, you know what I'm going to do? I go, she really loved Apache, and the little brown and white paint down here in this show. And I said, I'll take him on a solo ride. So that day, I saddled up the horse. And when I left, this hawk came by and stayed and rode with us for over an hour and stayed. And it was like, I swear to God, at that point I was like, I knew that she was free. It was like, hey, she's finally out of pain and she can fly now too.